Hello, and I believe this is day 9 of the 30 days of singing. And I want to try to continue the theme that I started yesterday because there is a certain psychological side to teaching people how to sing. And I was talking yesterday about the joy of singing and all that that entails. And it's interesting that lots of people, let me just backtrack slightly. There was a lady last year who was really very keen on helping me sort out the content of a course I was proposing to run. And because I was looking for beta testers, so people to come in and have a little try of the course for a reduced fee, she got all the way along the process of almost signing up to do it. But this is what she said. She said something like, she's interested in it, but part of the problem is that she doesn't want to find out that she's doing it all wrong. And therefore that will spoil her enjoyment of what she hopes to get from the course. And I was really shocked by that, but I can understand it because there's something very, very personal about your own voice. It is much easier to find your voice than you think, but there is a process that you have to undergo to allow yourself to find out about it. There has to be there's this magic word, vulnerability, and you have to surrender yourself to the path that you're going to go down, because sometimes when you're learning how to sing, it isn't the path that you think you're going to be going down. It's an exciting one, and that's why, it's always important to try and do these things in a very supportive environment. And this is the kind of thing I'm trying to engender with my weekend retreats for singers that I'm organising in March and October of every year. So we've got one coming on in October and then another one in March next year. Within the course framework is the idea that you are coming to take part in the weekend from a position of being very supported in your vocal learning. So i.e. you can make any sound you like, but the emphasis is on the learning of putting yourself in that direction, if you like. So now what I want to do, as yesterday, and I hope you will bear with me for this, but the same interview that I was listening to yesterday, I've picked up the very last question, and I would just like to include that here. So just bear with me and I'll pause this and set it all up. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So click the button now. I'll turn the volume up if it's not, you can't hear it.
One thing that I've noticed, and I suspect you've probably encountered this as well, that if you're working with a singer and you help him or her to really free up their voice and a beautiful sound comes out, sometimes you will get a reaction from the singer, oh, that can't be. I'm not doing the work that I have up until now associated with good singing.
Exactly.
And it's so strange, and it's one of the nice aspects of group work. If you have a group of musicians, they can, verify what you're saying as a teacher. But I've had that happen over and over again when a voice would just free up, and the student felt, I wasn't putting the right kind of right kind of effort. They might not use that word, but basically I think that's what they're saying. I didn't work hard enough to make that happen.
Yeah, that is one part, because you can see your instrument is free, your whole body is free, so the voice can just merge. And another very important thing is that once you meet that freedom, your sound is bound to change. And the ears, they are another sensor. So those sensors that are telling us how to behave, how to sit, how to move, those are based on habit. So once we change, once the voice is freer, once the instrument is freer, the voice is free and comes out different. So if we are bound to hear it in a different way, and we don't recognize our voices as being our voices anymore. So that must be wrong. Those senses are telling you, no, 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 come back. Come back to where it's recognizable and just work further on just struggling through it.
Very disconcerting for singers when that happens, I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah, and working with groups is indeed very important because you can give people can give feedbacks to each other. And I also normally record the sessions, the private sessions also, so that they can hear it later.
Yeah.
They can hear it back and say, hey, that is, so they can hear themselves, so they can judge for themselves.
Exactly.
And then you have a choice. Then they can have a choice. You can go on working from the old principle of just working for it, working hard and doing your best, or just step aside, get to your full instrument, the freedom of the instrument, so that you have to train to know what you're doing, but especially what not to do, and then really get your emotions out.
Okay, so what do you think of that? It's music to my ears to hear all of that, because so much of my work with singers over the years has been about the encouragement of this idea that it doesn't matter what comes out, and maybe the sound that you expect to come out isn't the sound that eventually arrives. And that's part of the excitement of the journey, isn't it? And that's where the joy comes in. So I'm pleased to have shared this with you this morning, and I hope you will indulge me in doing 2 successive days worth using the same recording. But extreme thanks to both Georgia and Robert, who recorded that interview back in 2011, and I obviously saved it. And thank you to my Time Hop for a very timely reminder. Enjoy your singing, get out there and do something. Don't be afraid of the sounds that you make. And if you're interested, you should really come and join in my weekend workshop course in October. And the details are all on my website, but I will put them embed them within this video for you. All right, more again soon. Bye for now. Enjoy your singing.